This video is either going to piss you off or inspire you, and I'm hoping that the majority of people will be inspired. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Now, this video, as I said in the thumbnail, it's genuinely true. There is people that are dumber than you and they are making millions. These people perhaps never went to college, never went to university, and we're brought up in society to believe that these things are what measures intelligence and success, and it couldn't be any further from the truth. Even think about the things you are taught to go into that will give you this great job. They push medical care, education, construction, engineering. Are these things designed to give that individual the best opportunities, or is it more likely that these jobs are pushed to people because that's what's going to make the economy grow? It's going to make us have better foundations. I mean, you need these types of people to do these types of jobs. That is why in school you do not learn about how to become financially free, how to set up businesses. There is a genuine reason that you don't learn that. It's to lock you into a system of debt. It is to train you to be obedient. And a lot of people that perhaps would like to go to further education, such as universities, that maybe cannot achieve those things, are made to feel bad about themselves, or made to feel that they're not intelligent and they cannot be successful in life. That again is also not true. Some of the greatest minds, some of the greatest entrepreneurs in the world of all time, for example, Steve Jobs, who created Apple, just, arguably the biggest company of all time. People like Henry Ford, who actually started the automobile business, I think that's done pretty good. William Shakespeare just so happens to be one of the best known names in the world. Winston Churchill, someone that actually led the UK through a war. Abraham Lincoln, the president of the free world, the biggest country in the world, America, was completely and utterly self-taught. And the icing on the cake, what about Albert friggin' Einstein? We all know that he is seen as one of the greatest geniuses of all time. But there really is so many top CEOs in all the businesses around the world that didn't have a really big background. Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of university. He's seen the light and he's done all right for himself. Oprah Winfrey, one of the biggest female names in the entire world, worth an absolute net fortune. Bill Gates. I mean, do I need to say more? Well, what do these people all have in common? What they have is the fact that they backed themselves and weren't afraid to make mistake after mistake after mistake, and they kept picking themselves up until they got something right. Fear is one of the biggest walls people put up for themselves. Once you can let go of fear and put yourself into uncomfortable positions, you will succeed. Another thing you need to do to succeed is to surround yourself with like-minded people, or better yet, people that you strive to be, people that are passionate, people that are forward-thinking, people that are not negative in their communication. These are the types of people you should surround yourself with. Going back again to education, when you're in primary school, nursery school, grade school, whatever it may be, you're taught by all these people that really aren't on much money at all. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but let's face it, it is not elite money. It is not going to be money that you can just live your life and spend your money freely and do exactly what you want. It is something that is designed for you to clock in, clock out, pay your taxes, do as you're told, and then just die. It's as simple as that. You maybe get 10, 20 years at the end of your life when you're on a pension to live a mediocre life that's on your own terms. That is not a kind of life that I ever wanted to live. And unfortunately, I've had to be self-taught. I was in that rat race. I went into school, I went into university. I kept doing everything that my mentors, my teachers told me to do. And it was only when I went up every career ladder, when I did a state agency, I climbed up. And when I went into surveying, I climbed up. And I'll get to these levels that I felt 2 years prior, if I get to there, I'd be happy. That would be where I want to go. It was only when I got to these stages that I realized, this isn't Elon Musk money. This isn't going to work. But for me, I just felt like there was so much more out there, and I could see that there was so much more out there. Now, over the last 3-4 years, I've started different side hustles, journeys, YouTube channels. I've tried mystery boxes. I've tried X return goods. Every type of thing that I've tried that I have discovered on YouTube has actually worked. Key that I have learned over the last few years to actually becoming your own brand, your own person. And like I said, I'm not speaking from the finished article yet. I'm still on my journey, but from what I can understand from reading and watching and just listening, what I've understood it to be, you need to put yourself out there and you need to put something in front of other people's eyes that makes them go, I want that. You think about all social media platforms. Has Zuckerberg and Elon Musk, are they creating these things or owning these things because they're passionate about people conversing back and forth? Hell no. It's to do with advertising. It's to do with putting products in front of people and you buying them. Every TikTok, every Instagram you're watching, there is a product. That is the purpose of every video you're watching. Whether that be straight up the video is purely an advertisement in disguise, or perhaps it's purely to get a recognized brand first, so then they can launch products. Trust me, there is nobody on the internet that is doing anything here other than trying to push themselves and promote themselves to earn money in the end. Remember the days when we used to laugh and make comedy films? I'm going to tell you two mind-blowing facts. The reason why these things have swapped and barely can get a comedy film, yes, the cancel culture is part of it, but ultimately, it's because Marvel films are all AI, CGI. They can be dubbed, they can be voiced over in every country around the sun. A comedy film, yeah, could be dubbed. It's going to be shit, but if it is dubbed, it's just not going to, the jokes just aren't going to transfer. We have seen many reboots be done over the years. Only Fools and Horses tried to do it in America. It didn't even make it beyond pilot because some jokes in different cultures just don't transfer. So big top executives are making decisions where they're going to put their money. Are they going to bank on the Marvel film? Because even if it bombs, the merchandise sales, the product sales, the resale value, the multiverse, the whole thing that's involved in it, it's almost a sure thing. So that is why they put their money there. Barbie is no different. It makes you feel of nostalgia, but it's ultimately to sell Barbies. Barbie prices are through the roof right now for a reason, because things like this happen. And if you look at so many films over the last 10 years, this cheat code, this sort of idea of how to market things in disguise, it is blowing up. And that is what you need to do to sustain the future. That is why you have to try and get ahead of the trend. Look at what the elite are doing. Look at what influencers are doing. Look at what movie stars are doing. Everyone is branching out to social media and different platforms to create brands, to create businesses, and then resell them on. I'm not there by a long shot, but I have taken so much time to learn this and change my whole mentality that I can see the results already. And I know it's just a case of keep going, keep making mistakes, keep trying different things until one day it will work. And I'm sure of that. I feel like I'm on a path now that can dramatically change my life, and I'm actually sure that it will change my life. Right now I'm making more money than I ever have in my entire life, and it feels good. It gives me financial freedom, it gives me support, it gives me the comfort blanket for my family. I can't wait to see where the next 10 years is going to bring me. They say the first £100,000 you make is the hardest. After that it snowballs, and it is all came down to sticking to the same principles, continually learning, opening up your mind. Don't listen to lecturers, and not to be disrespectful. I don't want to be disrespectful. That's not the intentions of this video. They ain't making money. So where are they in a position to tell you about money? The only people that should be doing these types of things, in my opinion, are people that are purely passionate about it. And the first thing that they're caring about is, say, a doctor, they want to be saving lives. If that's their goal, then of course go to university, of course do all that. Anyone that works doing any type of job has my full respect. But if your goal is ultimately just to have money, and secondly, if you're not happy doing your job, then you're doing it wrong. You've only got one opportunity at life, and you should really back yourself and take all the chances you can. It will not be easy. It has not been easy for me, but I know I'm on the right path, and I know that I'm going to have great success in the future. So I encourage you to find somebody on YouTube, find somebody on social media, someone that inspires you for these things that I've talked about, that will make you get out of bed and do something different, even if it's just 1 extra hour a day doing a side hustle, something to get you out of your current situation. Otherwise, you will be working 9 to 5 until you're close to 70 years old. For me, the goal is firstly happiness. Secondly, and it's close second, it is money. Find something that makes you happy and passionate. I have 3 businesses now started. I love every single one of them passionately. And it honestly started by buying a course on YouTube, following people, and just getting in down that rabbit hole. So don't be put off. Don't think it's all a scam. Don't be so negative about life. And I guarantee you that if you do these things and change your mindset, you will be a better version of you. That is the video. I hope you found it informative. If you have, please like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. I've been in the trenches on this YouTube channel for 3 years now. We're kicking off to nearly 6,000 subs. It would be fantastic to see people comment on this video, their thoughts on this topic. I do have 2 YouTube channels. Another one's Amazon FBA, and this one's about stock trading. And there is a course, of course, down below if you're interested in it, on a Discord with like-minded people. The whole idea is the eagles fly together, and anything I've learned, I hope to teach other people. And that's just what I'm doing at the moment. So until the next video, guys, I'll see you then. Peace.